Hey guys, Hayden here from alarmsystemstore.com, bringing you a comparison video of the three base models of the Qolsys IQ panel systems. Essentially, there is the IQ Panel 4, the IQ4 Hub, and the IQ4 NS. Qolsys also makes the IQ Pro, which we may do a video on in the near future. But if you haven't heard of Qolsys or the IQ panels, they are essentially self-contained all-wireless alarm systems, and they're easily one of the best, if not the best, on the market in terms of user-friendliness, whether it be installation-style companies or DIY companies like ourselves. And today we're basically just going to be breaking down the differences between the three systems that they carry. There's essentially, like I said, the IQ Panel 4, the IQ Hub, as well as the IQ NS. And the first thing we're going to be going over is identical features between all three of the panels, because all of them are built off of the same platform. Essentially, the IQ4 Hub and the IQ4 NS have some features removed to lower the price point and kind of give you guys options. So, first thing that we're going to talk about is the fact that these systems are multi-SRF capable, which means they can use 4 different wireless cards for different wireless manufacturers. So PowerG is the main wireless card that's used nowadays, and that is for DSC's 915 MHz PowerG wireless technology. The other options include the 319 MHz, which works with Interlogic systems, as well as the Qolsys S-Line wireless technology. The third card is the 345 MHz wireless, which works with Honeywell Legacy Wireless as well as 2 gig Legacy Wireless. The last card that can be used is the 433 MHz, which works with the discontinued DSC Power Series wireless. And essentially this brings you options, so you can take over existing legacy wireless systems, you can build something brand new with a new wireless setup, totally optional, whatever you guys want to do with your panel. These panels are at a max limit of 128 zones across 4 different partitions, so there's a lot of space in these panels. You can pretty much cover any commercial or residential size building without too much trouble with them. They do also come with a Z-Wave card built into the panel, which covers 137 Z-Wave devices. These are separated by type, however, so I would recommend checking out our website, alarmsystemstore.com, and on the product pages for these systems, it will break down what the different Z-Wave types are. These IQ panels are also capable of using a wired-to-wireless translator. They have one in the 319 MHz frequency as well as the PowerG frequencies that allow you to incorporate hardwired sensors into your IQ wireless system. And essentially the way this works is that the translator has all of the hardwired zone inputs, and then it transmits all of those inputs wirelessly to the IQ panel itself. Moving on, we also get an Alarm.com dual-path communicator that uses cellular LTE that comes in either AT&T or Verizon in the US, as well as Wi-Fi for backup. This can be used to connect to Alarm.com self-monitoring, or you can hook it up to a central station so that you can be monitored, whatever you want to do. But essentially, this is where your remote interactive capabilities are going to come from. All of the IQ panels also come with a 24-hour lithium polymer backup battery, which is essentially exactly that, a 24-hour backup battery in case you lose AC power. They all come with an 85 decibel built-in siren, so you can see on the pictures there, each one has a speaker output that's used for chime. It'll tell you, whenever a zone's open, things like that, but in the event of an alarm, it also has that 85 decibel indoor siren built into the panel. These panels are also designed for commercial use because they do hold up to 242 user codes. So, like I said before, with 128 zones and 242 user codes, you can pretty much cover any size building, whether it be commercial, residential, and you'll be able to give all your employees access codes in the event that they are needed. So from here, the first panel we're going to be taking a look at is the IQ Panel 4. And this is the full feature panel and was the initial launch panel during the IQ4 era, and it was an upgrade to the IQ Panel 2 Plus, which came out a few years ago. So Essentially, what Qolsys did was pack as many features as they could into that IQ panel package. So we're going to be going over specifically what comes with the IQ4 that does not come with the Hub or the IQ4 NS. So the first main feature is that every IQ Panel 4 is dual SRF capable. And what that means is that it can come with 2 wireless cards built in. So all of them will share the PowerG wireless card because PowerG is easily the best wireless you can get right now, but essentially they all come with a secondary wireless card if you choose. So you can get a PowerG plus 319, PowerG plus 345, and a PowerG plus 433 megahertz. And basically what that allows you to do is take over existing wireless legacy sensors that can then be replaced by PowerG sensors as needed or as you feel like upgrading them. So PowerG is the best wireless you can use because it's encrypted, it has frequency hopping, it has incredible range, but wireless sensors are expensive, so using what you have and upgrading as needed is an incredible feature for these panels. All of the IQ Panel 4s also come with an 8 megapixel flex tilt front-facing camera. That is that black rectangle you can see at the top of the panel pictures there. And what this camera does is anytime the system is armed, disarmed, or somebody enters programming, it will take a snapshot of who is in front of the panel at the time. During alarm events, it will also record a short video through that camera in case it can catch whatever might be going on. If you do have Alarm.com interactive services as well, these pictures and videos will be sent to your phone so that you can see them at any given time. And if you have Alarm.com, you're also able to actually peek in through that camera so that you can kind of check on the home or business as needed. Included with the IQ4 is 3 echo-canceling microphones as well as 4 4-watt speakers. And the main feature for these is live answering Alarm.com video cameras as well as video doorbells. And what this allows you to do is anytime somebody comes up and rings your doorbell, you can answer it directly on the IQ panel as well as receive feed from the video of those cameras. So you can actually see whoever's on your porch at the time that you're answering the call and speak to them as needed. The panel also comes with a built-in glass break sensor as well as a motion sensor that uses the microphones and the camera respectively. But essentially you can enable these in programming and have the panel act as a couple additional sensors as well. It also allows the ability to use Bluetooth to your phone, and this allows Bluetooth disarming, which is kind of like proximity disarming. So whenever you come within range of the panel while the Bluetooth on your phone is active and connected to the system, it will disarm on your way up. And you saw that in the initial IQ4 video. A lady had her phone in her backpack, but as she was approaching the house, it connected to Bluetooth and disarmed the system and unlocked her door so that she could get into the home. Using Bluetooth, you're also able to play music directly out of the IQ Panel 4 if you wish. And that leads us into the last feature of the panel, which is that the IQ Panel 4 is the only option for using the IQ Bass, which is a speaker base for the system, which increases your music output. It is also the only option that comes in black upon request. So moving on, we're going to start talking about the IQ4 Hub, which is an upgrade to the IQ Hub that came out a few years ago. But essentially, the Hub systems are slimmed down versions of the full feature panels. So they've removed some non-essential features to significantly lower the price point, while retaining the majority of the security system features that make the system great. It also retains the 7-inch touchscreen that you've seen for the IQ Panel 4, as well as the Hub, for that touchscreen usability. So, to start breaking down the differences between the panels, the reason that the IQ4 Hubs exist is mainly to give you that significantly lower price point so that people can have options on what they're actually purchasing in their alarm system. The main physical difference between the panels is that the Hubs are only single SRF capable, meaning that they only come with one wireless card built into the panel. So you can have PowerG, 319, 345, or 433. So these systems can be used to take over existing legacy systems if you wish, However, it is recommended if you're going to an IQ panel to use that Power G because that is what's going to give you the most wireless features. From there, they also removed 2 of the 3 microphones out of the system, which does take away the ability to use the glass break sensor that is built in. However, you will still be able to live answer the Alarm.com doorbells or video cameras, as well as see what's going on the cameras through the screen, because it does retain that 7-inch touchscreen. They've also removed 3 of the 4-watt speakers, so you do not lose the ability to use the 85 decibel siren. However, you may have a little bit less output in terms of music or in terms of the chime of the system itself. And the last thing that they removed is the front-facing camera from the system, so you do lose the disarm photos and the live peek in and stuff like that. However, you will still be able to live answer your doorbell and whatever other Alarm.com features that just require a microphone, speaker, and touchscreen. All in all, the IQ Hub is still a perfectly viable option for a lot of homeowners out there. A lot of people don't even use the camera and the additional microphones and speakers for their intended purpose anyway. So by removing those, you get a panel at a much lower price point while retaining most of the security features that make the IQ panel great. The biggest limitation, however, is the fact that the single SRF only allows you to use one wireless technology with your system. So if you do take over an existing system, you do have to continue replacing sensors with that same wireless tech, or you can start a whole brand new system. If you do so, I do recommend using the Power G model because that is going to give you the best wireless option available. And last, but certainly not least, is the IQ4NS. This is Qolsys' newest IQ panel, and if you haven't guessed it thus far, the NS in the title stands for no screen. As you can see from the video there, none of the IQ4NS panels come with a 7-inch touchscreen built into the panel. Now, this does limit user functionality on site at the system itself. However, this system is uniquely designed to be used strictly with apps. So you program the system using an IQ installer app. You also use the system with the Alarm.com app that I've mentioned many times so far. Basically, this system offers you the lowest price point while retaining the same security features that a Qolsys IQ panel provides. Now, as I mentioned, the IQ4NS is the lowest price point version, and it is just a no-screen variation of the IQ panel. It does still retain all of the same security features that were mentioned in the identical listing from the beginning of the video, but you are limited to a single SRF for the panel. So you can use Power G, you can use 319, 345, or 433. Which means if you do take over a panel, same situation applies. You do have to replace the sensors with that same wireless tech. However, if you're looking at a new system, this is ideal because it gives you the option for Power G, so you can have the best sensors going forward. Now, outside of lacking the 7-inch touchscreen, the biggest physical difference between this and the IQ Hub is that this panel has no microphone and it only has a single 2-watt speaker. So you still do get the 85 decibel siren out of the panel. However, it removes the ability to live answer calls to your doorbell or video camera through the system itself. If you're using Alarm.com, as you should with this panel, you'll still be able to answer them on the app as normal. You just won't be able to do it on the panel itself. As I mentioned previously, the IQ4NS is exclusively programmed using the IQ installer app. This is an app Qolsys designed to program the IQ4NS and the IQ Pro panels. It can be found on both Android and Apple app stores, but essentially, once you get the system, you log in through the app, connect to your system, and it allows you to get in and actually set up the panel. I do have a video of me doing this that I will post down in the description below, so if you want to see how that works, you're welcome to check that out. But moving on, the daily usage is strictly through Alarm.com service. So technically, you can use a local keypad with the IQ4NS. However, it doesn't make much sense to buy a panel in addition to a keypad when you can get a system like the IQ Hub for a similar price. However, if you do go with the IQ4NS, all of the daily features will mainly be used through alarm.com, so you can arm and disarm, check your zones, things along those lines. However, if you are at the panel itself, there is a button on the side that you can press that will give you the current status of the panel. So it will tell you if there's any trouble conditions, it will tell you if any zones are open, things along those lines. However, I would highly recommend against using this panel for local setups because it is designed specifically to be used with the alarm.com app for daily usage. If you want a system that is capable of local on-site usage, I would recommend the IQ Hub or the IQ Panel 4. So that's really all there is to say about the IQ panel systems. As you can see, they're very robust. They offer a lot of different features and they offer a lot of usability, where a lot of alarm systems are not quite so user-friendly. So if you are a DIYer and you want to put in your own IQ panel system, check us out at alarmsystemstore.com. We're essentially just a DIY e-commerce platform where people can come in, put their own systems in, and get no contract service monitoring or self-monitoring, whatever you want. And we also offer pre-programming on our systems. So you tell us what you want to do with it, we'll program it, and then whenever you receive it, all you got to do is stick it up on the wall. So if you're on our YouTube channel, please leave a like and subscribe. You can check out our other IQ videos using the link down below. And if you're on our website checking this out, we hope you enjoy what you're seeing. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. All right, I will catch you guys on the next one.